What's up, JB Navy? It's your Captain Jasmine Black, and I'm back with another video. And today's video is 5 more tips. Oh, this is 10 fingers. I mean, it's 10 altogether because I did a video on how to survive the strip club. So, 5 more tips on how to survive the strip club, equaling 10 tips that I've gave you all together. And you can see that video at the end of this video on the first 5 tips on how to survive the strip club. But I thought of another 5 for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into the video and start with tip number 1. Get to know the staff, okay? Get to know the waitress, the DJ, the security, and definitely the management, okay? You want to get to know the DJ because the DJ is the person who puts you on the stage, who plays the good music for you, who makes sure you get the money, okay? They're going to shout you out. They're going to make announcements. Hey, we got the baddest chick in the club. Hey, shout out to Philly. Shout out to whatever your name is. Hey, y'all, look at this girl right here. She pretty, da-da-da-da. They're going to make the shout outs. They're definitely, and if they have the friendship with you, it just makes the chemistry even better when you are on stage. They already know what you like to hear. They already know what you want to play. If you do not have a relationship with the DJ, not saying that he's not going to do right by you when you're on stage and when you're in the club. It's just better to kind of get to know him and have a relationship with him because you never know. Sometimes you can get on stage early when the money come in. Sometimes you can get on stage when celebrities come in. Sometimes you can get on stage when there's a lot of money in the building a little bit earlier than everybody else. So got to keep that relationship. Next relationship is the waitresses. You always want to be cool with the waitresses, and you always want to make sure you pay your waitresses before you leave. And what I mean by that is a lot of girls run tabs, and a tab is when you rack up on drinks or food and you don't have to pay immediately. You can pay before you leave. So you want to make sure that you always pay your tab. You want to make sure that you always tip well because I always tip really good the waitresses because they bring me things all night. And then at the end of the night, people want to tip them $3 like they only brought one drink. You done brought me drinks and food, multiple throughout the night, all night. So I like to tip them a little well. I tip them in a range of 10 at the minimum, $25, $30, like depending on, I just go based off how much crap I ordered that night. And if, you know, I base their tip based off that, how many times I had them running back and forth. So you always want to have a relationship with the waitresses too because they also are the ones who distribute the ones to the customers. So if they're serving the customer drinks and he say, I want $1,000 in ones, she's going to be the first person to know about that. So, and if he say, I'm looking for some girls, 9 times out of 10, if you have a relationship with that waitress, she's going to be coming to get you and you're going to be amongst the girls that she's cool with that's going to get in that money. So definitely have a relationship with your waitresses. You also want to have a relationship with security. Security is 9 times out of 10 going to be your best friend in the club, okay? They are protecting you. They are there for you. They are going to be the people who make sure nobody mess with you, make sure nobody take your money. They are also witnesses to situations. You know, management is not always on the floor at all times. So 9 times out of 10, security is out there. So let's say you get into an altercation and you have a relationship with a security guard. If he's seen what happened, he can vouch for you. But if you don't have a relationship with him, the other girl might have a relationship with him and he might vouch for her. You know, the strip club is really political, like it's politics, okay? So you have to play the game and you have to have a relationship with people to get an understanding of how the game works, okay? And you definitely want to have a relationship with security because if somebody doesn't pay you the amount that they're supposed to pay you, you know, you want to go get security and make sure that security get the money for you and make sure that everything's okay. And also, they also know where's the money at in the club too and can point you in the right direction because they've been standing in the same place all night or walking through the club all night, so they see what's going on. So they're kind of like the waitresses too. They know who got the money and they have a relationship with guys in there too. They're cool with, you know, some of the men in there as well. So they're going to be able to point you in the right direction. I've had security guards tell me a couple times, hey, that's my homeboy over there. He got some money. You should go dance for him. You know what I mean? So definitely have a relationship with your DJs, waitresses, and security. You want to have a relationship with management, of course, because you want them to have your back. You want them to be on your side. It may be times that you can't afford your house fee. You want to have a relationship with a manager or management to where you can pay later or maybe they can help you out, whatever, okay? You want to have a relationship with management because that's where you work and you want to have a relationship with them so you can continue to work there. And if anything is to happen, at least they have a relationship with you and know who you are and know what you're about. If anything goes down, they can kind of, you know, guess like, oh, Jazz isn't like that, she wouldn't do that, or blase, y'all have a relationship, so they kind of know better. Because you may get a new girl that come in there and say, oh, well, this girl did something to me, and they'll be like, no, she's not like that, she's never had those issues here. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to have a relationship with management. Do not go home with somebody on the first night of meeting them, okay? This is more so of a safety tip. But I don't care what you do, okay? My dancers, I don't care what you do. I don't care how you get your money and everything. I just ask that you be respectful, classy, clean, and safe. Like, you know, I know there's going to be times that girls are going to fall in the trap of having sex for money or doing things for money, okay? That's your personal business. But the way you go about it, please be safe about it if you're going to do things like that. I do not condone it, but we got to be real here. It's going to happen. So to the people that are involved in things like that, please don't go home with the first guy you meet, with the highest bidder, or the first night of meeting them. At the end of the day, if they want it that bad, they can wait for it, okay? And I think it's safer to get their number, talk to them, meet them in the daytime at a public place, just kind of feel them out a little bit. If they're not willing to do that, you don't need to be around them, and you do not need to be hanging with them. You know, I already don't condone doing it at all, but if you're going to do it, please be the safest and smartest and cleanest and classiest way about it that you possibly can. Look like you feel like working even if you don't, okay? There's plenty of times that you're going to go in there and be like, girl, it's Wednesday, I'm about to just throw my hair in a ponytail. Oh, I don't feel like really doing my makeup. Oh, I'm going to just throw on this outfit. I'm not saying that you got to get Hollywood glammed up, but do a little bit more than what you're really thinking of doing. Because I know 9 times out of 10, you don't want to put no makeup on, you want to throw your hair in a ponytail, you just want to go do it. You never know who's going to pop up there. If you already had the strength and the energy to show up to work, you might as well, you know, put a full face on, do your hair, and wear a pretty decent outfit, okay? So even if you don't feel like working or you don't feel like being there, don't look like you don't feel like being there. Like, get yourself together, and so you can have a good night, because you never know who's going to pop up in there, okay? Hygiene and attitude. I can't stress that enough. Hygiene and attitude is probably the 2 most important things of being a dancer. Like, I'm not the one to talk about attitude, okay? Because my attitude fluctuates. But, you know, I've been doing this for a while now, so I know when to do it and when not to do it. But definitely your hygiene has to be on 100%, not 99, not 98, not 95, not 80, 100%. Right? Clean. You got to be straight out clean, okay? A lot of these clubs have showers. They definitely have bathrooms with sinks. Take a shower before you get there. Wipe down when you get there, okay? And definitely make sure you smell good and that your hygiene is on 100%. Make sure your private area is clean and everything down there is working properly, okay? Because hygiene is one of the most important parts of dancing, okay? It's the #1 priority of dancing. Your attitude is your 2nd priority, okay? You could be the cleanest woman in the world, but if your attitude is not right, you're not gonna make any money, okay? Or you're not gonna make what you are capable of making if you had a better attitude, okay? So take care of your attitude and take care of your hygiene. If you have an issue or altercation with someone, please do not handle it on the floor, okay? Either confront somebody in the office, pull them in the office, or confront them in the locker room, okay? Do not handle no situations on the floor. It looks messy, it looks ratchet, it makes you look crazy even if you are not wrong in the situation. The customers don't know what's going on and you're killing their vibe, you're killing the other dancers' vibe. It's just too much, okay? It's not appropriate to handle situations on the floor. Nobody feel like hearing that, nobody feel like seeing that. Go in the back, pull the girl to the side. If it's a person that's uncontrollable and you cannot talk to them, pull them in the office. If it's really that bad to where you just don't know how to deal with the person and handle it, sometimes just let it go. Okay, we don't have to fight everything. In the strip club, it's a very big thing of proving a point and letting people know who you are and all that stuff. In certain situations, it's worth it. Other situations, it's not. Whatever you do, do not handle the altercation on the floor. It's unprofessional, okay? That is it for my new 5 tips on how to survive the strip club. I hope you found this informative to my dancers. And P.S., I am in no way or no form, no shape, recruiting like girls to be dancers. All my videos is really dedicated to dancers who are already dancers or people who have newly became dancers. This is not, my page is not about getting girls to start dancing, okay? These are for people, if you're going to start dancing, there's going to have to be somebody to tell you these things that's going on, you know what I'm saying? So I am no way trying to recruit girls or have girls start dancing. I see a lot of girls comment on my page about how they want to be dancers and how they became dancers because of my videos. That is nothing that I'm proud of. The only way I could be proud of that is if you made a whole bunch of money and you are balanced and your life is going great and you started a business. That's the only way I would be proud of that. But if, you know, you're dancing and it didn't go well for you, there's no way I would be proud of that. So I just want everybody to know that I am not here trying to condone stripping. These videos are for my strippers or girls who have newly became strippers. Okay, until next time, JB Navy, I'm out.